Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right and the way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another speed build. Now for those of you who follow me on Twitter, you will know that indeed I am in the midst of taking a break at the moment from The Sims. For those of you that have followed my channel for a while but don't follow me on Twitter, you are probably wondering where on earth I've gone, because this is indeed the longest time that I've gone without uploading, which, guys, it's been a week and a half. It's not really been that long, but for me, it definitely feels like, you know, it's been a while now. I have had a couple of messages that have been like, hey, are you finally taking that break? And I am indeed. So first off, before I go into everything to do with the break, I will tell you a little bit for those that just want to like watch and dash and run and don't want to listen to me like moaning on or whatever it is that I'm doing, chatting a load of rubbish. This is a Maypool Lane. It's a 4-bed, 3-bathroom build on a 50 by 50 lot in Willow Creek and comes in at just less than 250,000 simoleons, and I used pretty much the majority of the packs for this build. If I don't state that I'm doing like a base game build, or, you know, if I don't state the amount of packs that I'm using, then I'm pretty much going to go all out. And if I don't use all the packs, well, it's just a miracle. That's all I can say about that. But this one does use the majority of the packs. I went all out. Why not? So, yeah, this is Maypool Lane. Now, going back probably about a week and a half ago, I'd got to the point where I was heavily overdue a break, and I thought, if I don't have a break now, I'm literally going to have a breakdown, because it just been such a while and I've just been through so much stuff and grief and stuff over the couple of weeks previous to that I kind of thought, I am really desperate, and I was so tired as well. Now, nothing's really changed in that department. My daughter is still, she is teething, but she literally, I'm so glad I took the break, because she literally came down with a cold, probably about the day after, and she'd been poorly, and then I caught the cold and I've been poorly, and it, you know, honestly, if I hadn't taken the break, I don't know how I would have even coped the last like week. So yeah, I have actually been on a break and it's been absolutely brilliant. Now, this break literally consisted of me going all out, completely Sims free. So I didn't really go on Twitter unless I had some notifications, and then I occasionally dropped in. I literally didn't even catch up on any fellow Simmers videos or anything. I just wanted a complete and utter Sims free zone because sometimes I think you really do need an all out break, you know, away from something, to realise that, you know, you actually do really enjoy it and you do miss it and things like that. For me, I know I've mentioned this before, but I do, or previous to doing YouTube, I do tend to play lots and lots of different games, and I kind of go through cycles is what I say. So I'll maybe play like World of Warcraft for 3 months, then I'll play League of Legends, then I'll play The Sims, and then I'll play, you know, and I go around and I play lots of different games, but I always come back to The Sims because I do have a big love for The Sims, but I don't play it absolutely solid, you know, just constant, and that is all I've done now for 7 months in every spare minute that I've had. So I was well overdue that break, and I thought, if I don't take it, I am never going to pick this game up again, which is obviously not what I wanted at all. So yeah, I pulled the plug last week and I messaged Laura and I was like, look, you know, I really need to take this break. And away I went. And it's just been great. I've slept as much as I can. I've binge watched Netflix and caught up on some programs. I've been to visit my friend who is currently expecting a baby next month, and she's very, very close to a due date now, so I'm really excited about that. And what else have I done? Oh, I've played Dead by Daylight, and I've also caught up with lots and lots of my favourite Twitch streamers at the minute who stream Dead by Daylight. I've literally just... I've put everybody else who does The Sims aside, and I'm so sorry for that because I do absolutely love those people, of course I do. But I thought if I take a break and then just sit here and solidly watch Sims videos, it's not going to feel like much of a break. So I do still need to catch up with everybody, but slowly but surely I am coming back round. I'm feeling more refreshed. Now you're probably thinking, well, what are you doing with this build? So I was sat there the other night and, you know, I was watching a bit of Netflix or whatever, and even though I've made myself like this big Sims free zone, I still get notifications on my phone of comments and things like that. Now, I will always keep up to date with comments because I really appreciate people, you know, taking the time to watch and comment and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I kept getting comments and I kept like reading these comments, and obviously I'm going to reply. And then, you know, I just had an influx of subscribers and it was like, wow. So now I'm currently sat at nearly 2,000 subs and I'm absolutely blown away. I was like, where on earth did that come from? And you guys have been coming in thick and fast, subscribing, and honestly, I can't thank you enough. I am just absolutely over the moon. But then I was thinking to myself, but I'm on a break. So I thought, well, I can't very well sit on a break and not do a build with all this love and support, and especially off the back of my last video as well, because my last video was a little bit, well, it was very moany. It was a bit of a ranty video. And you guys have been absolutely fantastic, such a solid support there as well, that I was like, well, you know, I've got to do a build. I've absolutely got to do one. So I thought, well, I'll take it nice and easy rather than exhaust myself and just sit there solid for hours on end doing one from start to finish. I'll do it over a few days. So this is my build over a few days. In all honesty, I really enjoyed this build because this was me kind of being really creative, and I didn't really have inspiration from anywhere. You know, sometimes I'll see pictures or sometimes I'll see something when I'm out and about and I'll be like, right, you know, I want to base it around that. But this one really was just, you know, off the bat, and it just goes to show that having a break can be really good for you, because I love the way this house turned out. It was something a little bit different, and I used items and objects and in different ways than I've used them before, and also, you know, different objects that I'd never used before as well, such as the windows at the front, the big ones at the bottom, the arch ones. I've never used them, I don't think, in a build. I'm not entirely sure, but if I have, I don't use them very often. So yeah, it was really, really refreshing to have that break and just have that little breather, and you know, I really, really enjoyed doing this build as a result of that. So there was a frequent comment that I did get quite a lot over the last, well, it was actually with my autumn build, which is one of my biggest builds now actually for my channel. And one of the most frequently asked questions was, it isn't appearing in the gallery, where is it? I want to download it. I did actually mention it in the video and I have put it in the comments a couple of times, but if you ever go to the gallery and you can't see or locate one of my builds that you've seen on my YouTube channel, the chances are it may be classed as a modded build. So if you use any sort of pictures that are downloaded from the gallery, it will then class your entire build as being custom content and modded, even though you're not actually using custom content. It's daft really, and I wish The Sims would kind of sort that out. But if you can't, there's a little, down the left hand side of the gallery panel, on the left hand side there is a box or like a drop down menu saying advanced, and then if you tick custom content it will then reveal the house to you. So I really should have uploaded that one, to be fair. Without the mod and things like that it would have just been a lot easier for everybody. But this time with this house, I did, even though I did use like custom paintings from the gallery, I have actually removed them in order to upload it to the gallery so that you guys can find it a bit easier. The other thing is, if you ever download one of my houses and things look a little bit odd, you know, like they're not placed right, the chances are it's because I use the move objects cheat, which allows me to layer objects on top of one another, whereas it wouldn't ordinarily let you do that. So all you need to do was bulldoze the lot and enter in the cheat, the move objects cheat, and then re-download it, and everything should look much better and be sorted out. So I can't actually believe I'm at nearly 2,000 subscribers. It feels like 2 minutes ago, which it pretty much was, that I celebrated 1,000, and honestly I'm over the moon. Words can't even, I can't even express, you know, how happy I am, especially when I think I've got to the point where I reached my absolute limit, and when I look at everything that I've done over these past 7 months, I'm really proud, because I think that I have actually I've grown as a builder a lot since the release of The Sims 4, and you'll be able to see that from the gallery in itself, because some of my early builds are really, really rubbish. I do say this to people as well, because some people leave me comments, they are the sweetest thing, but some people say, you know, I'm never going to be able to build like that, I'm really rubbish at building and things like that. But you know what, it just takes practice. Some of my earliest builds were literally just a box and a couple of windows and a door. They were just, you know, it takes a lot of practice, and I've had a lot of practice over this last few years with The Sims 4. Must have racked up, I think I've racked up now over 3,000 hours on the game, but I must admit a lot of the time over the last 7 months the game has been running in the background during the day as well, especially with me being so busy as a mum. Every now and then, if I'm eager to get something up, I will just leave it up and running so that I can quickly come and do stuff. As I'm going about my day, I'll just come down and sit down for a couple of minutes and throw a few more objects in, and then run about and go and do the washing up or whatever it may be. But yes, if you've taken the time to comment, if you liked any of my videos or subscribed especially, and you know, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. So yeah, this break has literally consisted of me playing every other game but The Sims, I think, in my spare time. Now, my husband got me into Elite Dangerous, which is just completely, he didn't think I would like it one bit. And he was like, no, you won't like this game. I'm telling you, you won't like it. And then, lo and behold, I've got it, and I quite enjoy it. But I can't even tell you how frustrated I was attempting to land. And basically in Elite Dangerous you've got, it's like a space game and you've got a spaceship and things like that, but it's quite hard, you know, to control it at the beginning, and yeah, that was really, really frustrating. So yeah, I had a little go with that. And then Dead by Daylight I actually bought probably about a month and a bit ago now, but Dead by Daylight, that's one of those games, well, I don't normally play scary games, and it's not actually that scary now, but initially when I looked at it I was like, oh, that looks pretty scary. And I must admit, when I'm playing it I do feel a little bit, you know, my heart gets going a little bit and all that, but I am a big wimp, so to anyone else it's probably like playing Super Mario or something. But actually, Dead by Daylight is one of those games that I really enjoy just watching other people play. So I have spent so much time over the last week and a half watching some really, really good streamers over on Twitch playing Dead by Daylight. And one of my favourites is a girl called Jen Denise, and she is absolutely amazing. She streams for hours, don't get me wrong. I don't even know how she does it, but she's just ruthless. honest. She is such a good killer. But she plays a bit of both, so she does killer and survivor. In actual fact, she mains the survivor, which I was shocked at because I thought she was a fantastic killer, but she's a good all-rounder anyway. And yeah, it was like, I really quite enjoyed it. It was pretty fun. But every time I come to play it, I'm a bit like, I'm a bit rubbish at the moment. I'm getting better though, I must admit. But I am enjoying this break at the moment, and it was very much needed. And obviously, I quite enjoyed doing this build as well. And I think it was because I didn't put too much pressure on myself and just gave myself a bit of time to chill out with it and just do it, you know, slowly. The thing is, when I start something, I always feel quite eager to finish it. But as soon as I've finished it, I then feel really eager to start something else. So the cycle gets a little bit crazy because I'm just constantly racing around like in circles, doing builds and getting them published and then starting again. It's just crazy. I need to kind of tone it down a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually just going to try and get a little bit of self-control with my building and just calm it down a little bit. So I probably won't post as frequently as I have been doing. Because my daughter is in a position at the minute where she's just still so young and there's all sorts of stuff going on, and obviously, you know, I'm a mum of 4 as well, so life does get quite busy, and I'd rather enjoy it instead of being like this exasperated mess the majority of the time. But coming back to the build, you will notice on my UI that I have indeed, it's been switched over to my Twitch UI. So you'll see the black box down at the bottom and obviously the follow account at the top. Now, being the absolute noob I am for not recording in the last week and a half, I accidentally clicked the wrong scene in OBS. So this is my Twitch scene. So I apologise. It's not too bad though, but yeah, I didn't actually do streaming. It was just literally silly old me. I'd forgot to press the right button. So yeah, that was a bit of a shame. But yes, moving on to this build, the interior. Now, I wanted to keep it quite warm, which would match the exterior of the build, because I felt like the exterior was quite woodland-like, lots and lots of trees and just, you know, obviously the tones on the outside of the house and things like that. I wanted to kind of bring that indoors, but without making it too dark. So it's just quite modern, really. It's modern with lots of kind of woody, browny tones that are running throughout. It is also just on one level, this build. Now, I did think about building into the next floor up, and there was options to be able to do that. In all honesty, I really just wish the design team would just bring out a spiral goddamn staircase, because I'm absolutely dying for one of those, especially with all my castle builds and stuff. The amount of turrets I've made that have gone to waste in this game is ridiculous. So I did have an option to build up. I could have done it, but I chose not to, because I've said this before as well, when I play The Sims, as much as I love these big fancy pants houses, I do prefer to play in smaller builds because it's just a bit more manageable. I also quite like to play on one level. You know, if it is a massive house, if it's all on one level, it's more manageable. So that's what I thought I would do with this one. I thought, let's just make it all on one floor, and then that way it'll just make a nice manageable house to play in. Now, I didn't really have a family in mind, but I did make it kind of like, I kept the options open, so it would fit any family. You know, if you wanted to personalise it, there's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, there's plenty of room in this house to change it to whatever you want it to be. But I think I made sort of 3 fairly grown-up rooms. There was 2 quite grown-up rooms, and then the 3rd double bedroom was like a girly room, and then there was a child's room as well that had a toddler bed in it, like a boy's room. So this house was literally kind of made for any type of family. But I did put in a temporary family actually towards the end, and it was, I think it was like three adult Sims and a child or something like that. I think there was grandparents and all sorts. So yeah, whatever family you wanted or whatever family that you had would easily fit into this house, no problem. And I must admit, it was quite strange doing the interior as well, because it's been a while since I've actually done the interior, and there was really nothing fancy involved, to be honest. I just went ahead and decorated it as I probably normally would. This room here is like a little sort of playroom for the kids. I always tend to add one of those in now, and I know I've said that before as well, that I do quite like to add in a kind of separate area for kids, that, you know, the adults have got like their living space and kids have got theirs, but they're next door to one another as well. And there was like just a ridiculous amount of computers in this house as well. So no one's ever going to get bored. But yes, I am super excited actually for cats and dogs now. I'm really looking forward to playing that as well, and I think I'll probably take a little bit of time to just chill out, and I'm not going to do a let's play or anything like that. I mean, you know, I said I wasn't going to quit doing the let's plays on my channel, and they've gone by the wayside, so I'm definitely not going to do any more. I'm going to leave those to the let's play pros. They can do those, but I will be building some really beautiful houses, and I can't wait to see the new town as well. I forget what it's called, but it looks absolutely stunning. I still need to order my copy actually, but I thought, well, there's no point in ordering it yet anyway. So yeah, I absolutely can't wait for that, and I'm pretty sure you guys are pretty excited for that too. So yeah, apologies if this voiceover is kind of a bit everywhere and a bit crazy. It's so weird just having a week and a half away, just really throws you and makes you feel a bit strange doing a voiceover again. But thank you honestly to everybody, and you know, if you've got this far and you've listened to me waffle all the way through and you're not subscribed, feel free to hit that button. I'm always uploading some sort of speed build in some sort of fashion, and that's not going to change. So if you did like this video, please feel free, well, I need to put my teeth in. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up. If you do want to follow me over on Twitter, I've got the links in the description box below. And again, with Twitch, now I haven't actually done any streaming on Twitch as yet. I'm not sure what I'm doing in that direction. I did start to get into it, but I've not done any for a while. But if you want to follow me over on there, then you'll be sure to catch me when I do decide to do some. But I hope you're all having a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. To pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy.